Have you ever just stopped and felt like you're living a life that isn't, well, yours? Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful philosophy from author Darius Forouxes about what it actually takes to be personally free. And we're not talking about some pie-in-the-sky fantasy, but a real, practical, and yeah, sometimes difficult journey to living life completely on your own terms.
So let's just start with this question right here. Really think about it for a second. Your day-to-day choices, the things you have to do, are they coming from you? Or do you ever get that little nagging feeling that you're just an actor playing a part in a script someone else wrote? And hey, if that hits home, you are definitely not alone. So many of us are just weighed down, feeling completely crushed by all of it. It's this feeling of being trapped by debt, by a job you don't love, or just by what society expects of you. It can feel like you're stuck in a cage you didn't even know you were building. But here's the good news, and this is the whole point of what we're talking about today. There is a way out. And the very first, most important step is to get crystal clear on what freedom actually is and what it's going to ask of you. So, what do we even mean when we say freedom? It's a huge word that gets thrown around all the time, right? But Forouxes gives it a very specific, very down-to-earth definition.
This, right here, is the goal. It's not about being a billionaire on some yacht. Nope. It's about being the boss of your own time and your own energy. It's the power to wake up in the morning and say, this is what I choose to do today, because you want to, not because you have to. It's about slowly, deliberately getting rid of the things that make you miserable.
Okay, so to get to that kind of a day, we first have to spot the invisible cages that are holding us back. Forouxes points out 3 huge traps that we fall into again and again. Now, this first trap is going to sound a little backward at first. We're all taught that being a good person means you put everyone else's needs ahead of your own. But look, staying in a job you hate to make someone else happy, or in a relationship that just drains you, that's not noble. That's a trap. Real freedom requires you to make yourself the most important person in your life. And let's be super clear, this is not about being selfish. It's about being strong. See, when you actually take care of yourself and prioritize your own well-being, you become a better, more stable, more useful person for everybody else you care about. When you're strong, they benefit too. Okay, trap number 2, and this is a big one, our obsession with being comfortable. We spend our lives running away from pain, from difficulty, from struggle. But think about it. When did you ever really grow without a challenge? Learning a new skill, starting a business, getting in shape, all of it involves some discomfort. The easy life? It's a total dead end. Just think about the power in that sentence for a second. Freedom isn't having no problems. It's having the guts to stop running from them. It's about facing things head on, knowing that on the other side of that pain is where all the growth and strength is. And the third trap? It's letting other people define success for you. We chase the degree, the fancy job, the right partner, the nice car, because that's what we're supposed to want. But if those things aren't what you truly value, you're just building a prettier cage for yourself. You're living a life designed to impress other people, not one that actually fulfills you. Okay, so we know what freedom looks like and we know the traps to watch out for. But now we get to the hardest part, because freedom isn't free, not even close. It has a very high price. Plain and simple, the currency of freedom is sacrifice. It's a trade. It's not something you just stumble upon. It's something you have to earn by being willing to let go of things that are holding you back. And here are the trade-offs, right here in black and white. Just look at the conflict. Our brains crave certainty and stability, but real freedom demands that we embrace uncertainty and change. We want comfort, but freedom is found in discomfort. We tell little white lies to keep things smooth, but freedom requires brutal honesty. We cling to people we've outgrown, but freedom might mean you have to be alone for a little while to find your own path. This quote from the great Toni Morrison just says it all, doesn't it? You simply cannot fly if you're still carrying all that heavy junk with you. The price of freedom is letting that stuff go. All right, I know this can all sound a bit abstract, so let's bring it down to earth. Forouxes lays out a super clear, totally actionable 3-step plan to start building this life for yourself. So here's the game plan. Step 1. Figure out who you are. What do you actually stand for? These are your non-negotiables, your personal compass. Without it, freedom is just chaos. Step 2. the practical part. Build your skills and save your money. Think of this as your freedom fund. It's your escape hatch. It gives you options. And then, step 3, the great purge. You have to start systematically identifying and cutting out the things and people that are making you miserable. You need the compass first, then the fuel, then you can finally change your destination.
Which brings us to the final and honestly the most empowering part of this whole idea. Once you've done the work, you have to step up and accept your new job title. See, freedom isn't a vacation, it's a promotion. It means taking 100% responsibility for your own life. No more excuses, no one else to blame. And like Eleanor Roosevelt said, for some people, that's a truly frightening idea. But for the person who is ready to be free, it's the ultimate prize. So, when it all comes down to it, here's the deal. Your life is your own personal kingdom. You make the laws. You call the shots. The only question left is, are you ready to stop being just another citizen and finally take the throne?